Peace be with you, geometry students. I trust in a new year, God will show us some new things, even better than we've seen last year. Here is our practice quiz, and I'm going to start with numbers 3 and 4 and so on. I trust you'll really study numbers 1 and number 2. What I'll do is I'll also upload or post to Haiku a video covering numbers 6 through 9, a second video. So you'll see two videos, this one and the second one. When you watch the second one, just look at numbers 6 through 9, because those are the ones that will pertain to your test. Let's kick it off with number 3. It says find the slope of each line shown. We've got a line here, and once we know 2 points on the line, we can find the slope of the line. So as we did in class, the slope m is given by formula rise over run, y2 minus y1, that's the rise, over x2 minus x1 would be the run. We identify our ones. In class I switched it, but here we're identifying our 2's as follows. And then we put the numbers in. For y2 minus y1 in terms of numbers, that would be what? 0 minus 3 over x2 minus x1 with numbers would be negative 2 minus 0. Working this out carefully, 0 minus 3. 0 contributes nothing, so I'll just leave it negative 3 upstairs. And downstairs, negative 2 minus 0. Again, the 0 is not a contributor, so it's just negative 2. So whenever we're multiplying or dividing, like we're dividing here, and the signs are the same, both negative or both positive, then the answer is going to be positive. And I'm sure somebody like John would say, are you positive? I am absolutely positive, and I can tell because this is increasing from left to right. That's the way we find the slope. Over here, similarly, we would work out this formula right here to find the slope. I would like you to do that just to practice. We did both in class, but notice that this slope is a positive slope, and when you work this one out, you should get a negative, all right? So it's important for you to just go back and practice this. Let me do one of these, and then you can do the other. Maybe we'll do both of these. Write an equation for the line shown in question 3a. So here's the line. We're looking for an equation, and once you hear equation, you could possibly say, oh, y equals mx plus b, especially if it's the equation of a line. So once we know the m and the b, we can write equation of the line. What do we know here? You might say, oh, I know, we know the slope. Yes, we know the slope is 3 over 2, but we don't know the b, do we? Oh, you say, yes, we know the b. The b is the y value for which x is 0. That's the y-intercept. Again, the b is the y value, which is this right here, the y value for which x is 0. So the b in this case is 3. So the equation of that line is going to be y equals 3 over 2 for the slope times x plus b, and b, as we said, is 3. This is the answer. This is a bit of a giveaway because you have the b right before your eyes right here. They're not always this way. In fact, this one is not this way because we do not know this point. If we knew that this point was 0, 4, then we say, okay, the b is 4 in this case. But the point we're given is this one, which is -1, 5, and we're given 4, -1. So watch carefully as we work this one through. I'm going to have to find the slope for this one. Let me write it over here. Slope for this one is going to be given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right. Getting a bit sleepy here, to be honest with you. So let's take these as our 2's, in which case these would be our 1's. And let's put numbers to these now. y2 minus y1 would be 5, take away -1. Please do not neglect to write it out like that, because that take away negative is going to give us something. This is going to be 5 plus 1 over x2 minus x1 is going to be -1 minus 4. We have a negative, should be 4, not 6. -1 minus 4. We have a negative here, and this is like a negative here also. It's not a minus negative, it's a negative and a negative. And that gives us a bigger negative. So the answer here would be 6 over -5. And quickly, whenever we divide and the signs are different, top is positive, bottom is negative, the answer, overall answer, is always negative. So negative is the overall answer for the slope. Now, we're going to take this slope, and that's going to help us with number 5. It says write an equation for the line shown above. Shown above in the above, it should be in question 3b. So, as I told you before, I'm going to do this one up here, because I know I need the rule. If you know the m, which is the slope, and the y-intercept b, you can write the equation of the line. We know the slope. So here's where we start. Y equals mx plus b. We know the slope is -6/5. So we write y equals -6 over 5 x plus b. Here's where we had some, I think, very lively discussion in class today. How do we find the b again? What will the b be? Well, it's passing through this point, -1, 5, and this point, 4, 1. So we can choose any one of them as being able to satisfy this line. So let's just choose this one as we did in class, this one here. That means when x is -1, y is 5. So 5 for y, -1 for x, and then plus b. Let's work this out now. Any number is the same as that number over 1. So we have 5 is equal to negative times negative would give me which sign? Positive. I'm glad that's what you said. 6. 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, and now plus b. And what are we after again? We want to find the b, so then we can plug it in here to finish up our answer. So what we have to do is we have to subtract 6/5 from both sides. 6 over 5 being subtracted. So When we do that, 6 over 5 goes out, and we're left with 5 take away 6 over 5 is equal to b. 6 over 5, how can we get that out? Well, 6 over 5 is the same as what I'm going to write. Listen carefully. 5 goes into 6 one time. Five goes into 6 one time, and 1 left over. So that makes it 1 and 1/5. That's equal to b. Let's work it out. Again, the way I get this, 5 goes into 6 one time, and 1 left over, the 1 I put over the 5. So this is actually 1 and 1/5. So here I'm going to work it out. 5 minus 1 and 1/5. Because the denominator is 5, I'm going to set up a fraction over here with 5 as the denominator so I can work it out. Instead of 5, I can write 4 and 5 over 5. Because 5 over 5 is 1, and 1 plus 4 gives me back 5, minus 1 and 1/5. So let's take it in bite-sized pieces. Now 4 take away 1, that is 3, and 5 over, I get 6 from. So be, 5 over 5, sorry. 5 over 5/5 take away 1/5 is 4/5. So that's what the b is equal to. Let me just show you another way we could have it. If it were 5 minus 1 and let's say 1/8, then I would make this 4 and 8/8. So what is that? 8 over 8 is 1, plus 4 would give me back the 5. And I use 8s here because I've got 8s over here, minus 1 and 1/8. So now 4 take away 1 would be 3, and 8/8 take away 1/8 would be 3/8. Okay, so here is the b, and this is what I'm going to be plugging in all the way here to get my answer. Y equal to negative 6 over 5x plus b, and b is 3 and 4/5. Okay, well, I think this will be enough for this one. And as I mentioned, you can go ahead and just watch the second video from number 6 to number 9, okay? Sorry about the pauses here. I honestly was very, very tired, very sleepy here. But I did want to do this one, and I trust you'll derive some kind of benefits from it. God bless you. Bye-bye.